Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, and let me warmly welcome you to our video course, which is titled as Curing Your Religious OCD about Islam. First of all, brothers and sisters, I'm such glad that you have invested in this program and towards your wellness, because it shows your level of commitment and your level of dedication. This is not just a course which does not promise any results. This course has been prepared after years of study and in the light of my personal experience, as well as in the light of some enlightened resources, both Islamic and especially the psychiatric resources. So therefore, this course, I believe, is going to provide you with the ultimate solution, inshallah, to all sorts of bad thoughts, images, and the blasphemies which your thoughts make you feel that you are committing in your mind, and all your contamination related problems which are making your life such a mess. So in this very introductory part of the course, I'm going to take you with the contents of this course, and I'm going to share with you some mandatory things which you need to do before you start with this course. Okay, because once we start this course, I want you to fully equipped mentally as well as with the necessary things we require to make the best benefit out of this course. So, a few things to note. This is not a theory-based course, brothers and sisters. It is a course which is full of action steps. It is full of exercises. And I want you to dedicate yourself completely into completing these exercises, because these are the things which are going to make lots of difference. In fact, they are going to make all the difference in your improvement. Because as far as theory is concerned, you could read so much of the data on the internet. Okay, but unless you take action and unless you start to put that theory into actionable steps, you're not going to benefit. I also benefited because I totally dedicated myself to the action part of this course. Okay, and every module comes with the actionable steps which you need to take. They might seem to be very baby steps, but they are going to benefit a lot to you in the long term. That I can promise to you. So whichever exercises I ask you to complete, please do it with full dedication and full concentration, because in the long term, in the last modules, every exercise which you do is going to help you in your final stage. Also, this course includes some real examples of the people who faced religious OCD, and these are the live examples, brothers and sisters. But be ready for some hard work, brothers and sisters. Okay? I want your full commitment, your full dedication to it. And you also received a bonus product along with this course, which is Cure Your Waswasas Forever. There is a small request to you, brothers and sisters. You may start reading that book if you are going with this course as well. It's okay. But I would ask you to first pick one product. Okay? If you have started reading that book, then go on with that, complete that, and apply it to you. See the results, what happens to you. But if you have started this course, then stick to it, okay? Leave reading that book for a while, unless you complete this course. You may read that book later on, because I want your full concentration, your full attention on one product. Because that book also gives solutions, and this course also gives solutions. But the techniques are different. The book is totally dedicated to curing the waswasas. However, this course, this is totally dedicated to curing your OCD thoughts, your religious OCD thoughts. There is a difference. You will understand as we will go on with this course. and give your full commitment of 7 weeks to this course at least. Okay? In general, this is not written in a stone, but in general, this course requires you to commit for 7 weeks at least. But I'm going to tell you in complete details once you're ready to start that. But at this point in time, you just need to go on with the course. Start with module number 1 and 2 and 3. But there would reach a time when I will tell you what to do next. And then you need to improvise your strategy as per what I instruct you, inshallah. And be prepared to challenge your old ways and patterns of thoughts, brothers and sisters. This course, if I can put it in a nutshell, it's all about challenging your old patterns of thinking. If we can change those patterns of thinking, then we can do a great, great, great service to ourselves, to our spiritual selves, and we can lead a very normal and better life than what we are passing through right now. Things to arrange before you start, because you will be requiring them throughout the course. So please, these are very simple things. Number 1, a notebook or journal. Okay, you need that. This notebook or journal will be called your OCD notebook, and throughout this course I will ask you to refer to that, because you need to write many things in that, make your forms and sheets in that. So this is going to be your reference sheet, okay? So don't ignore buying it. Number 2, a printer to arrange for the printouts of the exercises in each module. Although I will try my level best to include all the forms, the exercise forms, which you need to fill at the end of the modules, I will try to include it as Excel files as well, so that you can fill it on the computer. And please dedicate at least 1 to 3 hours of your time daily to this course. At the start of this course, you can give 1 hour in a day, and then there will come a time when I will ask you to dedicate at least 2 hours in a day, and then you can just adjust it as per your routine or whatever your requirements are from this course. You will understand it, inshallah. You will yourself become so much aware that you shall make and continue your routine as per the requirements of this course. So my waswasas and OCD success story. Who am I? Brothers and sisters, many of you know that I actually wrote a book named Cure Your Waswasas Forever. And I wrote this book after years and years of my fighting and my troublesome life with the waswasas. I have explained it thoroughly in my book of what kind of waswasas I used to face. But to tell you shortly, my waswasas were majorly about the inappropriate and blasphemous thoughts about the religious figures, about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, and I had no control over it. This was my major problem. And the second problem which I faced was, it was regarding my purity as well. I was always scared of my purity as well. It was in my wuzu in general, but also throughout the day I used to be afraid of so many substances. I did not even know about it because I thought that it is the way it is. I have to always just be scared of these substances because they can give me illness, they can make me impure. So there came a stage in my life, brothers and sisters, when I started studying my waswasas. I went to the enlightened sources, the scholars. I even went to the psychiatrist, and then I dived deep into just fighting this problem once and for all. I decided that I cannot live my life like this because it was making my life a living hell. So I decided either I do something about it or I keep on living the way I'm living, and this was not the way I wanted to live my life. Just as I know that you don't want to live your life as well if you are suffering from waswasas and OCD related thoughts. So to cut the story short, brothers and sisters, after dedicating several years to studying this topic and then writing a book over it, which was Cure Your Waswasas Forever, I cured the majorly part of my waswasas. Almost to 95% I cured myself, Alhumdulillah. But somehow I had a relapse. Just after a few months, I had a big relapse. What was that? I came to a point where I was implementing all the Islamic solutions and all the du'as, which I wrote in my book as well. But somehow a particular kind of bad thought that was gaining control of my mind, and it was increasing day in and day out. I tried all the cures, the Islamic cures over it, but it was not being handled. And the bad thing was that it was not coming in control. I mean, it was increasing every day. And again, I was just struggling with my anxiety. Again, I was in doubt about myself. And again, I was so much perplexed that at one point in time, I started to think that, is there any treatment for it? Will I ever be cured from it? And this was the Sputnik moment, brothers and sisters. This was again the second time in my life. I once again gathered my courage, and once again I went on a journey of exploring this topic even deeper. What had I missed before, which is again troubling me? And the portion which I had missed before in my previous studies of waswasas was that OCD or religious OCD is not necessarily a part of waswasas. Although this is a debatable topic, brothers and sisters, and you might hear different views of different people on it. But to the best of my studies and to the best of my findings, I had to devise a whole treatment plan for curing my religious OCD thoughts, which were different from curing waswasas. Because for the waswasas thought, it was simple. If I knew the du'as, if I knew the sunnah methods, I could say them, I could practice them, and my waswasas thought would disappear. But the OCD related thoughts, they were not disappearing. So anyhow, you will hear more about it, of how I discovered this and how I implemented it. But Alhamdulillah, at this point in time, not only am I free from the waswasas, Alhamdulillah, I'm also free from all type of my OCD related problems, OCD related religious problems, top of which were the bad blasphemous thoughts and the purity issues, the fear of substances, the fear of humanly waste, the fear of humanly substances like sweat, like urine, like feces. So Alhamdulillah, that is not anymore a problem for me, and I'm living a very normal life, just like you see the normal people. And I assure you, brothers and sisters, you will live the same life, inshallah, if you act upon this course and the action steps in it, and you will inshallah achieve this. Contents of this course. Let me very quickly take you through the contents of this course. This has actually 15 modules in it, and we have divided those 15 modules into 8 steps of your treatment. So this whole course, this comprises of 8 treatment steps, 8 steps of your cure. Okay, starting from step number 1 to step number 2 until we reach the step number 8, it will complete all of your treatment course. So you need to pay your due dedication to each step, learn it, practice it, make mistakes, but please stay committed, okay? Stay perseverant, because your courage and your dedication is going to make the whole difference in this course. You will understand it, and we shall inshallah keep motivating you. Don't worry, we won't let you slip out of this course, because now that you are in, the only